Next season is right around the corner, y'all. And if your enrollment numbers are not making you do a grand jete with joy in your heart, doing the happy dance, then now is the time to really get your lead generation plan set and get it working for you. Right now, hello, let's get it going. So, in this week's episode, I'm going to be peeling back the curtain and sharing with you the top 3 ways to increase your enrollment this season and make sure your lead generation machine is working its muscles. Now, if you're joining me, say, hey, Erin, what's up? Let me know that you're here. I always want to know who's with me, and let's make this a conversation so that way I can absolutely help you make sure that your best foot is forward for this new season. Now, if you're new here, I'm Erin Bird. I'm your hostess with the mostest, and I support dance studio owners and educators just like you to grow your business by really creating your own unique vision of success without burnout, overwhelm, or sacrificing your personal life. Because the truth of the matter is that you can absolutely have it all. So if you're joining me, say, hey, what's up? Even if you come back in on the replay. So here's the deal, y'all. If you're coming back on in the replay, I want to know that as well. So I want to see a hashtag replay. You can drop that in the comments for me. And what it does for me is it allows me to come back, continue the conversation, and make sure that everybody's questions get answered, right? And last but not least of the little housekeeping that we have going on this morning, if you know someone else who needs to hear this message today, feel free to sprinkle the love. Not only will you be giving them a gift, but you'll also be giving me a gift because my sole purpose is to really support studio owners and make sure that they are living their best lives, y'all. So, good morning, Rachel. Good morning, good morning, morning. So, everyone joining me, say hello. Let me know that you are here. I want to know that. Now, we like to learn out loud here. So, what does that mean for you? What that means for you, y'all, is that as we're going through, if you have an aha, if you have a moment, if you have a takeaway, drop it in the chat for everyone to see. That way, we know that there is a synapses in the brain that happens when you type and you write something out. It actually anchors in an idea and a thought. And for those friends who come back in on the replay, it also lets them know, hey, I better lean in a little bit closer because I see that this was a really great takeaway for someone else. So, y'all, let's get it going today. So, today, ramping up your lead generation machine, the top 3 ways to increase your enrollment this year. Now, before we actually dive in to the top 3 ways, I want to get a pulse of where everyone's at. Okay. So, how are we feeling about fall enrollment? Let's say, like, on a scale of 1 to 4. 1, you're feeling like, I am not where I want to be. 4 is like, holy moly, we've surpassed our goals. We're, well above, right? And then 2 or 3 is somewhere in between. Let me know on a scale of 1 to 4, how are you feeling about fall enrollment today, right? I want to know. So then that way we can start to see where we're at, and then we can also fix where we're going. So drop those in the chat for me so I know where everyone is at. Hello, hello, hello. Okay, so a 2, a 3. Okay, so we're somewhere in that middle zone. It's like, okay, we're seeing some enrollments, but we're not quite where we want to be. All right. So, which is totally understand that. A 2, okay, love it. Thank you for helping me and sharing that with me, y'all. All right. So now here's my next question. I would love for you to right now declare how many students, what's that big, scary, audacious goal that you have for enrollment for the fall. Drop it in the chat below, right? And no matter what that goal is, right? It could be 50, 100, 200, 500, whatever it is. I want to know. 350. Yes. Okay. Thank you. Woo woo. Keep it coming. I want to know what your big goal is, because this is how we are going to get there. right? And so I want to talk to you guys about the top 3 ways. Now, you know me as I'm getting ready for this live and I'm prepping and I'm like, okay, top 3 ways. And I start breaking it down. I'm like, oh, but there's so many good things that I could share with you all. So 85, awesome. Okay. So there's so many things that I was like, ooh, I could totally share this. Ooh, I could share this. Ooh, well, this is good. But so I said top 3 ways, but you know me, I'll probably give you more than 3 because I just can't help myself. I just can't help myself. Oh my goodness, y'all. Okay. So let's go ahead and I'm making sure I got all my housekeeping. Okay. I think I did. All right. So let's go ahead and dive in, right? So top 3 ways that we are going to increase our enrollment this fall or this year. And how do we get what I call our lead generation machine working? Because so many times I think that we don't think about um, our whole marketing plan as like spokes of a wheel, right? We need all the spokes to hold the wheel up and out and in place. And so the first thing that I want to talk about is online marketing. Now, when I say online marketing, drop in the chat below. What sort of online marketing are you doing right now in your business to help work that lead generation machine, work that muscle? What are you doing in the online space to grow your enrollment? Let me know. I want to know where we're at, what we've tried, what's worked, what hasn't worked, but this is what I want to share with you. Online marketing. Okay, so Facebook posts and Instagram posts, but no ads yet. Okay, totally got you there. All right, so online marketing is actually so much more than just Facebook and Instagram, right? So online marketing can be a multitude of things. Online marketing is actually your website, y'all, right? So your website, your SEO, making sure that you have SEO on your website, Google Ads, Google reviews, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, right? Like we have all of those sort of things too. There's a multitude of ways that you need to be present and using each one of these tools as a leverage mechanism to making sure that your lead generation machine is working for you. Okay. So now this is a safe space, y'all. So let's talk about your websites real quick. When's the last time you updated them and really had someone take an outsider take a look and see what's happening? Yes, Rachel. Okay, we like to celebrate around here, first of all. If y'all know, you guys should know, right? You guys know how I love to celebrate. And so, that being said, I am going to go ahead. I'm like trying to be fancy over here, y'all, today. I'm like, I'm gonna be fancy with all the crawlers and all the things. Okay, but so I'm gonna hide this real quick because I want to bring this up right now and I want to like celebrate Rachel. She is updating her website and linking internally for SEO. Yes! Okay, you guys. This is so important. And I'm so proud of you, Rachel, because this is so important. So many times we have this whole set it and forget it mentality. And like we think, oh, well, we had our website designed a few years ago and, they did a great job. And so, it's good to go. The truth of the matter is that we need to be auditing what our website looks like, how it functions, how is it actually creating leads for you, right? Do you have a place before the page break for them to opt in for a free trial? Or right? To get on your mailing list, or, right? What are we doing to use our website as a lead capture opportunity, right? So if you don't have that, we need to take a look at it. Okay. The other thing would be, yes, utilizing Google reviews, Google, if you're going to go into ads and ad spend, that sort of thing. Okay, SEO, great question. So you're designing a site soon. SEO is search engine optimization, which basically what that means in a nutshell is that when someone types in, um, ballet classes in insert your city, you've done the things that you need, keywords and things that you need inside of your website that let the search engine know, oh, I need to pull them and I need to rank them towards the top because they are the closest match to what people are searching for. Okay. So, yes, thank you. Awesome, Rachel. Thank you for sharing. Okay. So, y'all, what are we doing and how are we auditing this? Have we taken a look at it? Right? If not, I would put that on your list. Right? Of course. That's what we're here for. All right. So, website, is it up to par? Search engine optimization. Do you know that that's a much needed thing? 3, what is your Google presence? Because hello, if we're being honest, Google is the number one search engine out there. And so we want to make sure that people know how to find us, right? So that's just your website, right? That's not getting into social media, right? And what are we doing for our social media marketing plan? And I feel like here's the deal. Some people have tried Facebook ads, some people have not. Some people have tried Instagram ads, some people have not. Some people have tried them and say they don't work, which is not necessarily true. Right? Oh my gosh, Rachel. Yeah, she said she kind of geeks out on SEO. It is quite fascinating and frustrating all at the same time. 1000%, my friend. I would agree with you wholeheartedly on that. Okay, so social media. Now, here's the thing with social media, we need to know where our ideal clients are hanging out. And also, when we're posting for our social media posts to attract enrollment, we need to think about one, what is our objective when we are posting? So many times I see posts when I'm auditing potential clients or new studio owners. When I look at their social media, it's like all it is are these stagnant, I'm open, like come register. I have classes for ages 3 to 83, right? And while we need a few of those in there, that cannot be our only way of posting to think that that is going to work. That is not how people buy. People buy from people and businesses that they know, like, and trust. And if all you're saying is buy my stuff, join our class, join our class, join our class, without telling them who you are not going to be successful or as successful as you could be if you actually told them who you are, what your values are. What makes you a unicorn in a field of donkeys? What sets you apart from the other 5 studios that are within 3 blocks of you, right? So you have to tell your story, your values, who you are. That is the heartbeat of your business. And that has to be conveyed through your social media, through your website. These are all key pieces that start working that lead generation machine. But you can't get the machine working if nobody really knows what you're about, other than, oh, yeah, I see them post all the time about, hey, come join our class, but like, I know nothing really about their class, or is this a right fit for me and my family? So as you are starting to craft social media posts and you're starting to look at your website through a different lens, I want you to think about who is your ideal clients. And you guys, I want you to understand that there's probably more than one, right? Because the parent of a 3-year-old who comes in for the first time for dance for their child, they do not think the same as a parent of a 13-year-old who is a competitive, who wants to dance professionally or is a competitive dancer or not. Like, those are two separate parents. Now, those both can be your ideal clients, but when we're speaking to them, we need to speak to them, or you need to talk, and your copy needs to be like you're talking to them across the table, y'all. But if all you do is talk to like this really really broad group of like, we serve everyone, you don't land with anyone, which is a little unfortunate. Hey, so glad to see you here. Okay, so y'all, online marketing is a whole thing in itself. Creating a robust online marketing plan takes time and effort, and it has to be really thought out, and we have to be strategic about it. But I want you to start to think about, okay, my online marketing is more than just Facebook and Instagram or Facebook and TikTok or whatever. So knowing that, right? The other thing is, how are we getting what I lovingly like to call our sneezers? Do you guys know what my sneezers are? Have you heard me say that before? Our sneezers are families who are already part of our business, who love us so much that they just like sneeze and they like share the love with everybody, right? Anyone they come in contact with, they share and sing your praises. So we also need to be tactful and thoughtful about how do we get people to share about what we do. And this is where, again, a little bit of strategy goes a long way. And what I could tell you about those people who are genuine sneezers, they just do it because they absolutely love what you do, right? They see such value in your business and your program and what you do for your community that, of course, they want to tell everybody about it. But we want to make sure that we utilize them and leverage them. So we have people who are singing our praises and singing the same song that we are singing when we post through social media and when we post online. So we want, basically, I know this might sound funny, but you want to sing your song, you want to beat your drum, you want to say your values, who you are, over and over and over and over and over again, the same way. Because if you do that over and over and over and over again, guess what? Those sneezers will say it for you the exact way that you say it, which then reinforces your studio culture and makes sure that the right families who align with that message are coming to you. And that is exactly what we want, right? So let me know in the comments, for fall enrollment, what are, in online marketing, what are going to be your top 3? I'm giving lots of homework today. What are your top 3 focuses that you want to be when it comes to your online marketing, right? Is it going to be Facebook and Instagram, website refresh and SEO? Totally fine. It could be, Erin, I'm putting my eggs in all of the social media basket, right? And I'm going to do Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, right? That's up to you. Erin, I would really like to try my hand at Google Ads, right? Now I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a secret tip here. Kind of secret. I've shared it with a few, but we've gotten some really great results with a few of my clients, and which we've tested it enough where now I feel confident. Now I feel confident in sharing with you guys. We have tried If you're in the US now, they might have them outside the US, but I don't know for sure. But I know here in the US, we have what's called the Nextdoor app. Does anybody have Nextdoor in their community? I'm sure you do, even if you don't have it. But Nextdoor app, they have now released where you can do advertising, paid advertising through them. And the beautiful thing is you can actually narrow your radius down to your studio. So if you go in and you do an ad, you pin your, where your studio is, and then you could do like a 5 mile radius. So we have done some ads through Nextdoor because it's super targeted. And yes. It has worked really well. One client we did Nextdoor for her. Within the first 24 hours of her launching her ad, she had 5 new enrollments from that particular ad. Now, here's the other thing, guys. We need to be tracking the data from all of these different things, right? So, Nextdoor ad, track the data. When you're asking people, how did you learn about us? How did you find out about us? Oh, I saw you on Nextdoor. Oh, I saw a Facebook ad. Oh, my friend Susie told me about you and how much she loves you. So we thought we'd come in. We want to track the data because if something is working well, we want to do more of it. And if something is not working, we need to either tweak it or we need to get rid of it, right? So track your data. But Nextdoor ads, y'all, they are working, totally working. So wanted to share that little hot tip with you guys. If you have not done Nextdoor app ads, you might want to look into those. All right. So online marketing, that is one of the top 3 ways. Now, you might be feeling like there could be a lot of work there. And yes, it could be a full-time job just to manage social media and do all of that stuff, but it doesn't have to be. And if you want more tips and tricks on how to take one piece of content and leverage it into multiple pieces of content so you don't feel like you're always trying to recreate the wheel, let me know and I will help you guys with that. Okay, so the second way, you know me, I cannot go without talking about outreach and mobile programs. So not only is this a great way to feed your studio to get new students into your studio doors, but it's also a great way to expand your studio without expanding on your space. Because you can go into preschools, daycares, after school programs, public schools, private schools. Oh my gosh, the opportunities are endless, and you can actually grow your business and your enrollment very, very quickly without actually having to bring new people inside your studio doors. So I have to tell you about that because I feel so strongly about it. I have a client who her studio was doing really, really well, but she noticed that there was start to be a decline in her younger students. Getting them inside the studio was starting to be a challenge. We went ahead and added this simple little program, and she has 3 centers that she goes and serves, and she has 60 new preschool students. And guess what? They're already starting to ask about her studio and when they're done with preschool and getting ready to go to kindergarten, can they transition over into her studio space? And the answer is yes. Hello. Of course, we want a river of students flowing into our studio always, 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 right? So outreach and mobile programs absolutely are a game changer for you guys to increase your enrollment this year. And it could be done fairly quickly, y'all. My personal story was that I started this mobile program, and when the first 30 days, I had 13 centers and over 125 new students in the first 30 days. And I have clients who have done the same sort of thing, right? So this is a way to really ramp up your enrollment without like trying to get people to get inside your door. All right. So that's number 2. I'm not going to go into deep depth on that. But no, if you have more questions, absolutely let me know. All right. Now this next topic, it's going to be a little bit of one that I want to talk about because I think that sometimes it gets a little bit of a bad rap. And I want to talk about it, and you might hear me get up on a soapbox for a few minutes just because I think it's so important. So, are you ready? Let me know, drop in the comments below. Are you ready for soapbox? Say soapbox below. Because I don't want to say whether you like it or not. It might be coming, but I want to know, is everybody awake? Because this next one, number 3, is so important. And if you don't do this one, you are missing out. So, let me know below. I want to know, are y'all awake? Soapbox? Ready for it? Ready for the rant? Had to hydrate before we get into this one. Okay. And what I will tell you before this rant, y'all, is if you want the fast track to your enrollment, if you want me and to get your eyes, okay, yes, then I want you to drop the word machine below. Machine, right? Okay, you're awake. Thank you. If you want to fast track your enrollment, drop the word machine below. And me and my team, we will set up to do a complimentary studio success strategy session for you. That way, if you want my eyes on your website, my eyes on your social media, my eyes on the things that you are doing, let me know. Yes, drop machine below. Woo! Me and my team will reach out to you and we will get you on the calendar for us to take a look at that for you. And into a different city will next door let you sign up in your city you don't actually live in. What you can do, I believe, yes, the answer to that I do know is yes. You just need to put the address in for your studio space. So, like, I have a client who lives in one city, but her studio is like, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes away from her in a totally different city. And we just did it for that particular city. So I do know the answer is yes. So, yes, you can do that. Awesome. Yes, we're seeing some machines. Yay, yay, yay. Okay, get ready, y'all, because we will, for any of you who want me to get my, to help you, we will be reaching out to you. All right, are you ready for number 3? Here it goes, y'all. This one might sound like, duh, Aaron, right? But so many times I hear people tell me, oh, no, we don't do that. It's like such a waste of time and it doesn't do anything for us. That means you're not doing it right. I'm going to just say it like it is. So, number 3, connect with your community. Okay, so what do I mean by this? Connecting with your community. If you want to be known as the go-to studio in your community for insert whatever, for preschoolers, for competitive dancers, for a fun family-filled, home studio that loves everyone. I don't care what you insert. If you want to be known as the go-to person in your community for that thing, you have to connect with your community. You have to talk to your community, which also means you need to get active in your community. Dare I say it? Right? And let me tell you this, I understand we are all so busy. We have a million things to do. And so to think about going out in our community and doing booths or doing community events or doing showing up as a leader in your community, doing service projects in your community, like those sort of things make your community know that you actually care about them. And the fact of the matter is, if you don't talk about your business, you don't really, you have a business, but like nobody will know about it. And then I get studio owners who tell me, I don't understand, Erin. I've been here and my program is better. And there's a new studio who came in and like but yet their enrollment is twice as much as I am. And I'm like, well, let's audit what they're doing. Well, the truth of the matter is they are out there consistently talking about their program, talking about their studio through booths, through social media, through becoming part of the Chamber of Commerce, through connecting with other businesses who work with children, right? Pediatricians, pediatric dentists, right? Boutiques, things of that nature. They are literally making sure that their relationships are super strong with their community partners, and they are out there, again, going back to number one, singing the song, singing the praise over and over and over and over again. And I also have to tell you guys, a parade that your kids dance in is not working your lead generation machine muscle. It is giving your students another opportunity to perform, which is amazing. But if you think doing a parade is going to get you new enrollments, you are sadly mistaken. And if you do, you might get one or two, but it is not going to bring you 30 new trials from you going out and doing a parade. That is just not how it works. Instead, or in addition to, I would love for you to look at how can I get involved in my community? So is that a booth at an event that caters directly towards families? One of my clients in her community, they literally have a kids expo, which is all about families who come out and are looking for things for their children and for their families. That is your ideal demographic, right? And when you have a good strategy for really leveraging your booths, you can use this to fill your studio with ease. I have a client who actually, you guys, they're a karate studio. If I'm being honest with you guys, they came to me and they said, we love what you're doing with studios. Can you help us with our karate dojo? I'm like, sure, why not? Like, same market. I'm game if you're game, right? And we actually put the majority of their eggs in the community events basket because they are doing monthly community events and they are adding a good 20 to 30 new students every month just from community events. Y'all, because there's a system to it, we have a strategy, right? They make it fun and exciting. So, yes, I know we had a couple years of no community events, but let me tell you, community events are back. People are flocking to them in droves, and they are gathering and getting the information. And remember, this is about a bigger marketing plan. So we have to have love taps, right? I call them little like, hello, we're here. Hey, I'm here. Hey, I'm here. Hey, I'm here. And that is being consistent in showing up in your space, right? I'm totally transparent. You guys, one of the main reasons that I do these weekly lives, not only is because I love to share with you guys, but I want to be that weekly, hey, I'm here, hey, I'm here, hey, I'm here. And if you need my support and you want to work with us in a different way, let me know because I'm here to support you, right? The same thing holds true for your studios. You have to have consistent, hey, we're here. Hey, look at the amazing things we're doing. Hey, we're so fun. Hey, right? Now, I don't want you to think that's exhausting, but because the truth of the matter is that you just have to highlight what it is that you're doing inside your studio. And that's easy because what you're doing is absolutely amazing, right? So, how are we going to connect with our community? So, let me know in the comments right now on a scale, because it's been a little quiet for a minute or two. Need to know Scale of 1 to 4. Number 1, I don't have any community events on the books. 4 is like, I've got so many community events that maybe I picked too many. And then 2 or 3, I've got 1 or 2 for the year, right? Let me know on a scale of 1 to 4, community events. And this could be a multitude of things, y'all. When I say community events, I'm talking about booth set events, right? Community events. I am talking about maybe being part of the Chamber of Commerce, being part of a networking group. I'm part of Polka Dot Powerhouse, which is a women's networking group, right? So I go and I'm present in that. Being part of, I will be going September 1st, and in our community, every single year, we have what's called State of the Children breakfast. And this is all community leaders who work with children in our communities, right? And I'm networking with them. I'm building our relationships. That, you guys, is invaluable. Is going there and being present in your community and saying, I'm here for the kids. That is why I'm here, right? So showing up to those things is important, right? Okay, so we've got a 2, we've got a 1. All right. So if you're a 1 or a 2, do you feel like you could do some research and see if there are some more things that fit into your yearly calendar that don't feel overwhelming? I'm not telling you need to do something every single week, y'all. I'm not. But if you find maybe something to do once a quarter, right? That's you just showing up again consistently. And when we show up consistently, you will have consistent leads coming in your door. All of these pieces work the lead generation machine muscle. Okay? So, how are we going to create, right, a marketing plan that feels complete, feels easy, but does not feel overwhelming, right? Remember, you don't have to do all the things. You don't have to do a booth every single week, right? But marketing plans, we have to take a look at trying different things to see what actually works in your community and for you. I am strongly opposed to looking at things in a cookie cutter fashion, in that, um, you know, I'm going to take your copy that we did for you, Rachel, and I'm going to use it for Portia. No, it doesn't work that way, right? Because Portia's going to say, well, it worked for Rachel. How come it's not landing for me? How come I'm not getting trials in from this Facebook ad? Well, because you guys have 2 totally different businesses. You have 2 totally different ideal customer sets, right? You have 2 totally different objectives. See where I'm going here? So we have to craft things that are unique to you, to your goals, to your objectives, and to your business, and to your demographics and your geography. It just is the God's honest truth, right? So as we're moving into fall, some of you listed, what your goals were. And if you're coming back in on the replay, I want to know them as well. So drop them in the chat so we know, what are your goals for fall? And what are going to be your focuses to get you there? Because I could tell you from these 3 big top 3 things that are working the machine, right? We have to have consistency. We have to constantly be in front of them. And so this is where the different layers of this parfait, right? Like, we have to have all these different things stacking on top of each other, because it actually maximizes your reach and your effectiveness when it comes to marketing. People typically, and I probably say this a lot, don't get married after their first blind date, like the next day. right? Most people date for a little while, see if they actually think it's the right fit for them before they get married. Well, you guys, sometimes it's that way for your studio. Parents, they're looking to see, is this the right fit? And when they start to have the idea, or their child starts saying, I would like to try dance, or I'd like to whatever, they are now, I don't want to say problem aware because it's not a problem. We're excited about it. But for them, the problem is my kid wants to do dance, and now I need to figure out where to take them, right? So, what is their journey from that point? How do we make them solution aware and that we are the solution for them? That comes across through your whole marketing plan, right? And when they consistently see these little love taps, right? Oh, I'm here. Oh, I'm here. Oh, I saw your booth. Oh, I saw a Facebook post. Oh, my friend Jenny, she was talking about how her daughter goes to a studio. And I just realized it's your studio, right? We need those consistent love taps for them to lead them in to actually come into our studio through a trial, through whatever. And then they actually see that, yes, I can envision my child here. This is the best place for them. This aligns with my values and our values as a family. That is our total goal. All right. So, my friends, remember, if you want the fast track to your enrollment and you need an extra set of eyes, right? Drop the word machine below and we will set you up for that complimentary studio success strategy session. Now, y'all know I am heading out today to go to Dance Teacher Web conference. And so we will get you on the schedule. Might be next week or the week after when we get back, but know that. Other bit of housekeeping, if you were on the VIP wait list for the Studio Owners Business Beach Retreat in Florida, the rooms and the tickets have been released, and you all have until tomorrow at midnight to secure your room before we open it up to the general public at Dance Teacher Web Conference. So if you are on the wait list, check your email, check your inbox, check your messenger. We have sent out the details for that. We have already had a couple people secure their rooms, which is so exciting. And y'all, there's only 8 spots. Well, there was 8 spots total. I think we have 6 now. So there's only 6 spots available. So if you're on that wait list, make sure to go in and grab your room before we open those up. Now, y'all, I know there's a lot and there's so much opportunity there. And each one of you can have and achieve those big, scary, audacious enrollment goals. You absolutely can. We just have to make sure that we are focusing on our enrollment strategy because the truth of the matter is what we focus on grows. And so many times we get caught up in the day-to-day of lesson planning and choreography and teaching class and answering emails that we sometimes actually put the marketing to the side because it feels hard or it feels like it doesn't come naturally to us or it feels like this whole overwhelming task. But the truth of the matter is that it is one of the top most important things in your business because we have to focus on, as CEOs of our business, we have to focus on the lead generating, revenue generating activities. Because if we don't have students coming into our funnel, and we all know kids are going to leave out the funnel. We know kids are going to go do sports. They're going to graduate. They're going to go do different things. So if we're looking at it as a funnel, we know at the bottom of the funnel, kids are going to come. And if we aren't consistently putting kids in the top of our funnel, putting leads and getting leads in the door, we're going to be left with an empty funnel. Or we're going to be left in a place that does not makes us start to feel scarcity and worried and about, oh my gosh, when one kiddo leaves, you start to freak out because you don't have a system in place to continually feed the machine. So we have to make lead generation the top priority. To have a strong, fruitful business. Okay. So, y'all, if you want to get in for a complimentary strategy session, just drop the word machine below. I'm going to leave you there. I am Erin Bird, your dance studio strategist who loves working with studio owners just like you to grow your businesses without the overwhelm, the burnout, all that stuff. Because the truth of the matter is you can have it all. And I'm going to leave you there, and I will see you guys next week, same time, same bat channel, for more business tips, strategies, mindset, and you know what? I hope a little bit of joy. Because the truth is that that's what we should be here doing it for, is for the joy, right? What's our life without joy? So I'm going to leave you there. Keep an eye out. I am sure, y'all, you know me, I'm going to be posting so much while we're in Vegas at Dance Teacher Web Conference. But let's go over real quick. I don't want to forget, right? And if you came in late, I want to do a real quick recap for you all, because I was going to leave, but you know what? I think let's do a really quick recap. Okay. So ramping up your lead generation machine. Here are the top 3 ways to increase your enrollment this year without it feeling crazy. Okay. So, number 1, online marketing, which I know we all go to Facebook, Instagram, we think about those, maybe TikTok, but don't forget your website, your SEO, Google Ads. I gave a really great tip about the Nextdoor app. You can do those as well. Online marketing is so robust, and you have so many opportunities to go ahead and get your message to your potential clients. The second way, y'all, outreach and mobile programs. Get yourself inside of preschools, daycares, after school programs, private schools, public school systems, YMCAs. I mean, there's so much opportunity out there for you to actually grow your enrollment without growing your physical studio space. And the beautiful part is when you do this, then they start to flow inside your studio space when they're done at that preschool, or when they've decided they wanted more, right? They already know, like, and trust you, so they have a connection with you, which means they're obviously going to come to your studio. So outreach and mobile programs are a quick way to boost your enrollment, boost your bottom line, and get kiddos inside your studio, working that lead generation machine and getting them into your space. And the last thing for the top 3 ways is to connect with your community, y'all. If you want to be the go-to studio in your community, you actually have to be present and visible in your community. You need to be out doing booths, community events, talking to other businesses that have like audiences, such as pediatricians, pediatric dentists, the children's boutique, right? Things of that nature. You need to be out in your community having conversations with people so they know that you're there, right? And this isn't about doing all the things. It's about being smart, being strategic, knowing what your objective is, and crafting a plan that aligns with that, right? So get out in your community, sing your praises, know what your objective is. A parade is typically not a lead generation magnet, right? It is an opportunity for performance for your students. It's a love tap, but it is not a direct lead generation activity, whereas a booth is actually a lead generation activity. I hope that makes sense for y'all. And if you would like to fast track your enrollment this year and need a little bit of support and want to get a set of eyes, drop the word machine below, and me and my team will reach out to you to do a complimentary studio success strategy session. So I'm going to leave you all there this week. I hope that you guys grabbed a nugget in the comments below. Drop a nugget below, your aha, your takeaway, what your focus is going to be over the next 30 days to ramp up your enrollment. I want to know. So I'm going to leave you all there. Have a fantastic week, my friends, and I will see you all very, very soon. Bye, guys.